Hey, what's happening guys, it's your host Amok back with another interesting video. And today we'll be doing full review of this Asus Zenfone Max Pro 6GB RAM variant. So I've been using this Zenfone Max Pro 6GB variant since almost last 1 week, and today after testing this device I will be talking about its pros and cons and basically everything that you need to know about this smartphone if you're planning to buy this. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Now before we begin, let me tell you that I already made full review of this Zenfone Max Pro 4GB model on my channel. So if you guys haven't checked out that video, then do check it out. I'll provide a link in the description as well as in the I button over here. Now talking about what are the main differences between 4GB and 6GB model, then this time Asus has done only two improvements. The one is obviously about the RAM. They have improved the RAM from 4GB to 6GB, and the second major thing is about the camera. This Zenfone Max Pro 6GB model has improved camera setup compared to the 4GB model, which is now 16 plus 5 megapixel, whereas the 4GB model had a 13 plus 5 megapixel camera. So definitely there is a slight improvement in cameras, and again the front facing camera is also improved. It is now a 16 megapixel shooter, whereas the 4GB model had an 8 megapixel front facing camera. So definitely there is a slight improvement in camera department as well, and I feel definitely it is a worse upgrade if you are planning to buy this device. Now talking about other things, again as I said, I have already made full review of the 4GB model of the same smartphone. So the rest of the things are completely same. So there is not huge difference in other departments. The processor and basically the build quality and screen quality is exactly the same. So there is not much huge difference in this. So again, I won't talk in depth about with this regards, but then as I said, the main improvement is in regards to RAM and again in regards to camera. So let's talk about that. Now before we talk about the camera, let me tell you that I have already made a camera comparison between the Zenfone Max Pro 6GB variant and the Redmi Note 5 Pro. So again, I will provide a link of that video as well in the description below so that you will come to know whether there are any huge difference between this model and the previous model, and how does this perform when we compare it with the Redmi Note 5 Pro. Now talking about the camera, here are some sample photos again for your reference, and as you can see, this Zenfone Max Pro 6GB variant is surely has great camera optics compared to the previous model. Surely the camera sensor is improved, and particularly in low lighting condition I feel it is one of the best. As you can see again in low lighting condition there is a slight noise in the picture, but again the camera samples are pretty good and basically the lighting condition is slightly improved so that you get much better light in the picture, and basically that is why the picture becomes slightly brighter in my opinion. Again, moving on to front facing camera, as I said, it is improved from 8 megapixel to 16 megapixel. And here are some sample selfie photos, and as you can see again with selfie department also, Asus has done a really great job. Now the selfies are slightly better compared to the previous model, and it has a good color balance, and again the skin tone is also improved. So definitely it is a worthy upgrade if you are planning to buy this smartphone, and this 6GB model really makes a sense. Now moving on to performance, except for the 6GB RAM, there is no huge difference with this smartphone with regards to performance. The processor is exactly the same, that is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 636 processor. So again the performance is going to be exactly the same, except for the fact that you are getting extra 2GB of RAM. That is why the smartphone is going to hold up extra applications in the memory. Again, I have made a particular video where I played PUBG Mobile on this smartphone, and where I showed basically does this 6GB RAM really makes any sense, or should you really care if you're planning to go with this smartphone, and if you're a gamer then does this really make any huge difference. Now moving on to battery, as we know this phone has a huge 5000 milliamp hour of battery. That is why it is obvious that the battery performance is going to be great, and which is not a surprising fact because the 4GB variant of this smartphone had also a great battery life, and this phone also has the same great battery. So we're definitely with regards to battery life, you will be surely happy with it. After charging the smartphone from 0 to 100%, the battery lasted me for almost 1.5 to 2 days with over moderate to heavy usage. So definitely if you're a heavy user who continuously use your smartphone and basically you play heavy games and use lots of applications, then also it should last you for a full typical working day. And if you're not a heavy user, then also the battery should last you definitely for around 2 days. So definitely this smartphone has to be one of the best smartphone with regards to battery life under rupees 15,000. So to conclude this video here, I would say this smartphone is surely one of the best device under rupees 15,000. And with the competition is increasing day by day, lots of many smartphones are launching in Indian market. The competition is really tough, and surely this smartphone holds up at its position, particularly for those who are looking to buy a phone with a great battery life, because definitely this smartphone is one of the best with regards to battery life, and surely it's much better than the Redmi Note 5 Pro, and I believe it will be better than many other smartphones in the same price range such as Mi A2 and the Nokia 6.1 Plus. Again, if camera is your highest priority, then also I would recommend you to have a look at this device because this smartphone is giving a great camera optics, and for the price of rupees 15,000, it is performing slightly better even than the Redmi Note 5 Pro. Again, do check out my playlist and the other videos that I have made on this Zenfone Max Pro for more details. So that's all for this video, and thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and also subscribe to the channel to watch some more interesting technology related videos in the future. This has been Amol. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye and take care.